I made it back. Survived the trip across the pond, even with everything that's going on right now. So that's good. Back up in the mountains this time as well. You might recognize the spot. I've actually been to this spot before, made a video here, but it's a nice spot. I like it. It's got good light for filming and it's pretty open and it's easy to get to. My knee is still bothering me and my shoulder's bothering me and my other shoulder's bothering me, but that's nothing new. That's this time of year after a winter of bulking up, lifting big weights. Yeah, my joints start to hurt. So, and on top of that, fumbling around in the dark, I kicked my pinky toe against something and it is absolutely killing me. So I just didn't want a crazy hike today, and I wanted to just be out in the woods. Some days I like to just get some miles in and hike and see how far I can go. Other days I just want to be out and want to take today to practice some skills as well. Do some stuff I haven't done before maybe. I also have two $15 knives to compare, which I'll show you. So obviously the first one is your pretty standard Mora knife, companion with black with a stainless steel blade. And then the next one is a BPS knife. I don't know the model because they all have strange anagram names, whatever it is. It's like a BSP 1, 2 something, I'm not sure, but this one has wooden handle, carbon blade and a leather sheath with it, whereas the Mora has a black plastic sheath and a black plastic handle. So I'm sure most people are pretty familiar with the Mora. Mora knives been around for ages. The companion, a lot of people have the companion, but this one is fairly new to me. I just typed Bushcraft knives in on Amazon and this came up. I was just browsing because that's what you do, because you know, knives are one of those things where you only need one but you can never have too many. Well, in my opinion. And yeah, so I thought, well, someone in the comment section had talked a lot about my Benchmade Bushcrafter and how expensive it is, and it is expensive, but I do have a Mora as well, a $15 Mora. So I thought, you know, why not buy this other $15 knife you can get off Amazon and just compare the two. Obviously you can see the Mora has a longer blade, just. They're both Scandi grinds. Obviously stainless steel blade, carbon steel blade. The Mora, I'm not sure if it'll show up very well on the camera, but the Mora is actually a thicker blade. This one's quite light. The Mora's got a bit more weight to it. You can kind of see around. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. It's not going to focus, but there's kind of, you can see that this isn't full tang, and you can see where the tang is cut out, where it goes into the handle. Whereas the Mora, the finish on the Mora around that area is much better. So yeah, so I didn't bring my axe today, and I'm just going to use these two bad boys to do my chopping, and gonna put them through the paces, do some batoning, do some cutting of limbs and things like that. So yeah, should be fun. Right, we'll go with the Mora first. Bad. Right, now the BPS, much smaller knife. That handle is very smooth. Definitely need oiling. A lot harder to grip than the Mora. I mean, it's doing an alright job. But definitely a lot harder to grip. So that handle needs oiling or something to give it a bit of grip. It is. It is pretty sharp though. I mean, it shaves. Definitely shaves. And I haven't sharpened that, that's just out the box. All the hair on it. Okay, well, surprise winner in round one. I don't know how well it's going to show up. That's the BPS. After just cleaning up those logs. And that's the Mora. You see that? Look how chewed up that blade is. And that wasn't like that before, that's just from doing that then. Look at it. It's destroyed. But that's the purpose of this test, is to just beat the snot out of them and see how they hold up. So, Mora not doing too well in round one. Next step. Lash those three together. I shall go around it thrice, and no more. Hey, hey! Hey, hey! Whoa. Wind picked up. Something up that crack. Alright! Oh, baby! Whew. It's cold on the hand. Just don't break. Don't break it now, Robert. Whoa. Anyway, the lashing's good, that's the main thing. Okay. Okay. I'll have to sharpen that end. It's icy underneath, so it just keeps sliding out. That's fine. That's fine. Voila. I think next step, shortens the legs. It's a little tall. Well, I'm my own worst enemy sometimes, I swear, because I cut the legs off to make it shorter so I didn't have the gaps, but as you can see, didn't quite end up going as planned, but there's plenty of room in there. It's not too bad. It's not quite centered, that's the issue. This, me lashing, I want that stick that goes down the back to be in the middle really, but it's not, but it's okay. There's plenty of room in there for me. Karate! 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 Woo. Right, I got a bunch of wood prep. I'm going to use the two knives to split some wood. Go with the Mora first, even though it's beat up. Well, I mean, that wood is like perfect for batoning. Easy, light work. It's super dry hardwood. Just splits, no problem. Probably not the best wood to test it on. Yeah, so dry. let's go with a BPS. I don't think he'll have a problem. The Mora has a thicker blade. Again, easy. No problem. Look at it, this piece has got a bunch of knots in it, so we'll try that. Right. Oh, that's harder. Made it through. It's intact. Well, there you have it, folks. It's unanimous. The Mora wins. As you can see, literally just after I turned the camera off to save battery, give it a whack, and the tang snaps straight out there. You probably can't see the tang, but it's still in there. It's sheared off, look, and it's stuck in there pretty good. So for 15 bucks, the BPS is not a do-it-all knife. Whoops. Well. I am starving. It's a lot later than it probably looks in the camera. It's starting to get dark, so I'm gonna cook my chicken, pre-seasoned chicken drumsticks. And I'm trying to think what the best way to do it is. Nope, not gonna fit just yet. I broke my own rule this time and I brought chicken. I try and never bring chicken because, well, salmon, vanilla. It's probably ripping a little too hot, isn't it? Flame grilled. Well, while they are cooking, it's probably time to indulge in a blue bomber. I've been doing dry January. I do that every year. I've done it every year for 10 years. If you don't know what that is, it's where you just don't drink alcohol for the whole of January. So it's February now. Cheers, guys. Oh, feels good. Liquid gold. Yeah, a lot of firsts today. First time setting up a tarp tent, went alright. First fire with the flint and steel, that went okay too. And that's about it really. Oh, and it dawned on me, because I've got this set up with the fire and these logs, I'm gonna try and do the Siberian log fire once I've finished cooking. I didn't think it would be very good to cook on, especially because I got the chicken. So yeah, gonna do that as soon as these bad boys are done. But yeah, had a nice trip back to England. A lot of fun. Got to see my friends, got to see my family. First time I've been there. Well, actually no. Second time I've been there with my wife. First time we've been there. Oh, it's my timer. Flip me chicken. But yeah, first time. Yeah, first time being there all as a family unit, me, my wife and my stepson, so it was a good time. A good time. I'm gonna turn these puppies. Oh, Jiminy Christmas, that's hot. God, they look delicious. Cheese and rice. Got a little flambé avec the chicken. Oh, that one's not as crispy, but look at those! Oh. My word. My word. They look so good. Right, they look just about done, so I'm starving. I'm going to tuck in. Once those are... Hang on. Oh, they're hot. Look at that. Let's hope it's cooked. It's cooked. It's definitely hot enough. So good. So hot. Could let it cool down, but I didn't bring a plate, so they're still hovering over the fire, which is fine. It's better to overcook chicken than undercook it, right? But what I was going to say is, I have, basically I had some old t-shirts. I cut them up and they're in here so I can make more char cloth for my flint and steel once we get that fire going again. But for right now I'm going to eat these and then I'll get back with you. Don't know if you can see. Here, let me. Attempting the Siberian log fire. Got 1, 2, 3 logs up there. Trying to get them burning on top, look. Which is kind of working. So we'll see. Hopefully this log fire works as well. Because it's 19 tonight, so it's chilly. So hopefully it'll just go and glow nicely. I've got some more logs behind me. I've got a little Yuko candle lantern as well, which is quite nice, giving quite a nice little glow. So all in all, good day. Good day. Nice to be out in the woods. Nice to come back to a spot that you know. Because you know you're going to be able to do all the things you want to do that day. So. Fire's nice and warm. Nice and toasty warm. Yeah. So, this is it for next however long. So, if anything changes, I'll let you know. But if not, I'll get with you guys in the morning. Siberian log fire. Well, good morning. It's freezing. It's cold. It was cold last night. It got pretty cold. But as you saw, the Siberian log fire is still going, which is good. So, yeah, recap of the day's activities. A lot of firsts. It was the first tarp tent using the tripod, which worked well. Didn't fall on me in the night, so that's good. First fire with the flint and steel, even though that was a bit of a fiasco, considering I managed to blow the spark into my tinder box and set more of my char cloth on fire. But anyway, I needed that to get the fire going, so that is what it is. And then first Siberian log fire, and that went good. That went real good. You know? So a lot of firsts. I actually saw something recently that said, you know, first time you do anything, it's going to be bad. But you can't get better at it unless you do the first one, so that's what we did today. That's what we achieved. The $15 knife off, the Mora one. I thought the BPS knife had taken an early lead because the blade was still intact. The blade wasn't all chewed up after the just chopping the limbs off, and the Mora blade was, but then when we got into the batoning, it just broke. So that thing's done. That thing's done and done. So if you're thinking about getting one of those BPS knives to do things like that, go with the Mora. Go with the Mora. I kind of knew that already, but I wasn't sure. But the tang was so bad. There's just no tang in there. It's just gonna break every time. Excuse me. There was no tang in there. It's just gonna break every time. So I've super glued it back together, and I'm gonna take it with me and maybe turn it into a carving knife because it's pretty sharp. See if I can do something with it, but if not, it'll just go in the bin. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you like this, give it a like. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy.